never heard of this Gimme the Mic, what we do here is we interview artists, poets, singers, cooks, dancers, whatever you do, whatever your skill is that you want to showcase and highlight, come to us and just give me the mic, we got you.
Hey everybody, I'm sitting here with Shue, who has this wonderful book out, The Life of the Party, and we're going to talk about his book. You're going to take us back a little bit through memory lane, let us know some of the events that led up to you right in the book and what you plan on doing now. But again, first I want to say thank you for joining us today on Street Life Entertainment, and give us a little start of, I read it, you know, you mentioned starting off how when you were younger, a lot of males growing up didn't have role models in their communities. I know you come from a single-parent home. You said your father wasn't around, right?
Yeah, they separated when I was young.
Okay. So, and then you kind of started running with a little street group. I don't want to say gang, but what would you call it?
My crew. We just
your crew, yeah.
You know? So, one of them's here right now. He's out there, Tito, Batman. I like to give him a shout out.
Okay, well, I read about him in the book.
And actually I just came home from doing 21 years, okay?
Yes.
So, I've been home since October 30th, and I grew up in rough neighborhood, Hunts Point, South Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx, you know, and you had to be strong and be in that neighborhood to grow up.
Right.
You wasn't strong, and you was hit. So my father left. He wasn't with us when I was early age, so I had to pick up my 38 long, and I got it going on.
I know. I mean, the book was very, very exciting. I mean, when I read it, I could barely put it down. I mean, it was like, it touched a lot of eras in music, generations, like when we were growing up, like for me, things that I witnessed. So it's definitely a book that people could relate to, you know?
Well, everybody reads it, loves it.
Yes.
Once you pick it up, you can't put it down. This is all over the United States, so, people that's from other cities, they love it. So usually they might hate on you because you're from New York or you're from Chicago or whatever. But they love it because the story's real and it's true, and I'm a stand-up man.
Right. So how did the book come about? Is this something that evolved from you, an idea that came about when you were incarcerated, or before you?
When I first got arrested, they came at me to do a book, and they offered me $350,000, and I turned it down because they were just going to give me a $1 off each book sold.
Okay.
So I waited. My family and members who was like, "Well, you should put a book together." And I said, it's not the time. I wait for God to give me the sign. So, when I got the sign, I had my cousin I wrote the book, had him edited it, and put it out there, and published it ourselves, so we get everything that's coming in.
That's right.
So, because, that's what the black man's supposed to do.
Right.
Be able to have his own money, not working for somebody else, like they've been had us doing back in slavery. So, I came out with the book. I came out the book recently before I came home, and now, it's going for long.
Like, you have some parts in the beginning. It seemed like you always had like a boss mentality, right, from early on, That kind of came about how? Like, where did you get that from?
I mean, it's given to you from the Lord, It's like, there was a movie called Gangster Wars, I think it was. And they had Lucky Luciano, Maya Lansky, and Bugsy Siegel. And the guy outside the door, because they was wondering who was going to be the boss. They was debating over that. So they had this little kid, they said, "Give this to the boss." So he goes into the room, and he had to choose who he thought was the boss was. That's the 3 dudes. And he looked at the guys, and then he ended up picking the guys. So I was always that guy that they picked.
It seemed like you definitely were. An interesting part that I read about in the book, because you had did like a short bid early on, and then you released, and you wanted to go legit. You wanted to get a regular job. You had your mind set. You had your job at Verizon all lined up and everything.
Well, it wasn't Verizon. It was New York Tel.
Oh, okay. At the time.
New York 9X, but I had it hooked up. They hooked me up with the job. It snuck me in, so I'm working, and then, I slip. See, and when you slip, you got to be accountable for when you slip that. So I'm on the phone at my desk calling the PO because I was on the break.
Right.
What I should have did, went off to the lounge.
Use
We
your
have phones in
private
the lounge.
phone,
They use the open phones. So the supervisor didn't like me because he was gay, and you know, he was in another section, so he is dropping on my phone calls. I don't know this, so when he is dropping and hears my phone call, he finds out I'm on parole. But on the application, I lied. I never was convicted. So you know, one day I'm sitting there, like maybe 4 or 5 days later, and I'm sitting there. They send these like 4 big security guards, armed security guards at me, and we see them walking. You know, it's like, you know, the floor holds like 350 people, so we see them walking. It's like, wow, who they coming to get?
Right.
And I'm looking like,
you, right?
I'm not thinking me. I'm like, you know, on the computer. They come over to me, Mr. Shue, come with us. I was like, oh man, what I do?
What I do?
So I go into a room. It's like 6 to 8 white people sitting at the table, and I'm like, what I'm here for? They was like, well, you know, we don't like lies. You lied on the application, and you know, give me the runabout. You know how they treat us. So the black lady, there was a black lady who was my supervisor. She came over and she said, listen, regardless if he lied on the application, can't we do something for him because the man is the best at what he do?
Yeah, it seemed like you was doing
I was
your thing.
I was teaching that custom calling services. I was teaching all that. But back in the day when you wanted to get call, waiting call, forwarding, three-way calling, I was teaching that. So the whole thing is they said, well, we don't lie liars, and they wanted me to quit. And I said, I'm not quitting nothing. You'll have to fire me.
Right.
And they ended up firing me, so you know.
So you had a big decision to make. What are you going to do now,
so
right?
When I left, and you had the book, I drove, had my Cherokee Limited. I just had that in 1988, so I drove up the highway, and you know, I'm contemplating driving off the bridge, you know, tears running down my eyes because I wanted to kill them, I ain't gonna lie. So, because they embarrassed me. But, you know, I just said in my mind, when I got home, I'm not never working again for nobody. That was it. That was the one shot. So when I got home, the PO already I found out what happened. Was the lady that got me in the job. Oh, they tried to get me to tell on her too, and I wouldn't do that. They said, well, who got you back in? I said, yeah, I'm never going to tell that. You know, because we was taught not to tell. My era. So we went. I went home. My mother was crying. She's like, the PO just called. I said, what happened? And the PO was like, yo, so what you gonna do? I get you a job. Boom, boom. I said, man, no disrespect, Miss Smalls. I said, I'm never working again. You can violate me. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not working no more. So then she said, well, you got to come in every week. I said, no problem. But I never worked again, and I still don't work for nobody.
Yeah, so you have a big thing about loyalty. I know you said the code, right? Never being a snitch, never being a rat. That seems like to be a theme throughout the book. Like you felt really serious about that.
You got to be a part of the belly of the beast to know what it really transpires in that. You see, a lot of these people out here, they feel it's okay to socialize with these people because they didn't tell on them. But they don't know what the people they ruined for life. There's a lot of people never coming home. And 90% of these people out here tell because they're weak.
That's true.
I don't care what kind of name they had, you know. They're making all these movies of all the hot dudes, and I don't understand that. You know, Frank Lucas is the Alpos, the new one with the black mask, him, Whitey whatever, Samuel Bull. All these dudes get movies and get treated right when they come home, and they get blessed. And guys like us, we got to struggle to get ourselves back. But I'm a fighter, so I like the challenge.
Yeah, I see.
This keeps me focused to now. When I do get back on top, which I'm close, don't come at me.
Well, you was a serious multitasker. I would say that. You had the ladies, you had your business was expanding.
Yeah.
You was going from state to state and traveling all over the place.
Yeah, I was getting ready to take over the music business and
that was another thing.
But what happened, you know, they just caught me the wrong time. I mean, I bless the brothers that did good, like Puffy and Jay-Z and all them. I love all of them because they are brothers. But that was going to be me.
So I know you work with like Keith Sweat, like a couple of other people you kind of helped introduce, right? Help them out.
Keith Sweat performed for me before for my birthday party. Mary J. Blige did her first record, You Remind Me. You know, a whole bunch of people performed, but In Touch. You know, everybody and their mother used to come to the parties. All the celebrities from up this way came. When the Giants was winning the Super Bowls, they come to my parties. That era. Charles Oakley, who's like a brother to me, he comes. Mike Tyson, who's like a brother to me, they came, you know, Ivan Barkley, everybody you name it, it was like a show. There. But you know, the parties were so elegant because we made it elegant to make it so it'd be no drama. Everybody came up there, everybody was a celebrity. You come in there, you might have another dime in your pocket, but you feel like a celebrity while you're in there until you go home.
That's a good feel. So how was it, the transition from, you know, doing the street life going into the party promotions? How was that?
So what happened, like, you know, they asked me to do birthday, you know, let's celebrate your birthday big, you know, my crew.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, you know, and mind you, we're not a gang, we family. All these people is my family. Mm-hmm. And like, I like to give a shout out to all of them because they never told on nobody. My people never told.
That's good.
So we do they taught me to do in the party. So I said, you know, if I'm gonna do something, it's gonna be major. So I did a black tie affair because I wanted to show the world that, you know, them shows like Dynasty and Dallas where they had the black tie affairs for them white people, we can do it too.
That's right.
And we can have a good time and enjoy ourselves. So I started throwing parties like that, and everybody was coming and everybody was fly, and you know, it was good to see. And I have I still got some tucked away I'm trying to find, but I have some videotapes of the parties, mm-hmm. and you know, everybody had such a good time, and they love me. That's why they say they had the best party, that I had the best parties ever. But really, it wasn't me, it was them. They made the party.
They made the party. Everybody felt like they was a real part of it.
Yeah, they was the party. So I don't take credit for that. I take credit for only putting it together. But for the party to be successful, it had to be the people that came.
Mm-hmm. So then you ended up doing a series of parties because, like you said, the parties were successful.
Everybody kept saying, let's go another one, let's go another one. So they killing me with this stuff.
Right.
So, okay, till now.
But it kind of helped you, right? Because you had to find a way to
do
something with the money.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
But we were selling coke and everything out even when we had the parties. But so now, people now are begging you to throw one more party.
See?
Right now.
See? It's like a legend. You're like a legend with this.
So I'm throwing one more,
okay.
And that's on my birthday.
Okay.
And that's going to be in April. We're going to have a black tie, and I'm going to try to get 100,000 people in the spot if I can.
Wow.
You know? But it's going to be the last hurrah. No more parties for me.
You sure?
But
Look,
I promised everybody from all over the states, because even guys that was in other states, they want to come up and have a party.
To celebrate with
So I want to give a shout out to all them brothers all over the United States too. And I want to give a shout out to Polo Green, because this is where it's my home. Like you have a home field, this is my home field. The barbershop where I get my hair cut, and they do a wonderful job cutting hair at Harlem Masters. And you'll need to come here and get your hair cut too, at 141st Street and 142nd and Lenox Avenue.
Yes.
All right, and this is where you want to catch me. This is where I'll be at.
And you had your book signing here as well, right?
Book signing here. I socialize with the brothers in here. They're good brothers, and they all cut good. And we're gonna do some more. I got some more interviews coming in.
Okay, good.
I do everything, and this is my home field.
This is the base.
I feel like you know, if when you have a football game, the other visiting team come in, this is my home field. So I got the advantage. I got all the problems. We ready to run the ball, tackle somebody, whatever we gotta do to get it done.
That's right. So let's talk about when you met Madonna. And
who's that?
Right? You met that woman. What you call in the book? What's the reference? The Snow Princess? What's her name?
Snow Bunny?
The Snow Bunny. Let's talk about her, because you weren't really interested, it seemed like, from the book.
Really, you know, my people made me mess with her really because we wanted to get her to watch our money. Mm-hmm. You know, we were trying to give her $10 million a month. Mm-hmm. So how it started was I came I think it was my man Chaz's birthday from Black Hand Productions, and we was around the corner at the Crane Club, but it was so crowded. I got so frustrated because I don't like crowds like that, so I broke out and went around the corner to Chaz and Wilson, which was a hangout for all the rich people.
Okay.
And then all the people that were trying to get with the rich people, they'd be like, you know, you see Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, all these people being there, all the ball players, and me.
And you, okay.
So, you know, I had the biggest table in there because I'm buying all the Cristal and all that at the time, and everybody, you know.
Yeah, that was his thing, the Cristal, the seafood,
good,
drinking good, you know.
I still eat the seafood.
You still like the seafood?
The Cristal.
That's coming. That's coming back.
Opie used to be with me, you know, be mad because I had a 8 table, you know, where you could sit at, and he had a 6-man booth. So he used to tell the owner, Debbie, like, I should get, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'd be like, yo, because I'm bigger than you.
Can't you see I got 2 extra chairs than you got?
We used to be in there enjoying ourselves, though, and they had some good food in there. They had some wings and stuff like that. I think they had the coconut shrimp, too, so we was eating good in there. And they have open mics that you see Chaka Khan come in there.
Nice.
What's the name that passed away?
Are you talking about Natalie Cole?
No, Natalie Cole, not Natalie Cole, going back. I'll think of a name, but damn,
Chaka Khan is good.
There's a whole bunch of singers who come in there and get on the mic. I met Brownstone there when they first came out.
Wow.
SWV, who performed for me too.
Okay.
Adina Howard.
That was
Whitney. I never seen Whitney in there, but there was a whole bunch of celebrities to be there. So anyway, I'm at the bar chilling with the girls, you know, the groupie girls. They're trying to get with me, and Madonna sends a guy over to me, and he asks me, he says, Madonna wants to meet you. So that's when I said, I like my women black like my coffee. So I was just joking, though, so he went back and told her. So I'm turning around, I'm talking to the girl, two ladies.
Her feelings.
So she come back and she tapped me on my shoulder, and I turned around, she caught me off guard. So she said, that's a real racist statement you said. So I said, I told her I was just joking and stuff like that. So she was like, you got pretty eyes, and I want to meet you. I said, I gave her my name, and we went over to the table, started talking. So we kicking it, and then she ended up having to leave. So she kissed me on my cheek and gave me a number. At the time we had beepers, so so this is way back. So she goes to she leaves. So I go back around to the party, and it got so hectic in that party. Somebody shot up in the air, and everybody cleared out. So the girl I was trying to go home with, she dipped. So now I don't have nobody, I'm outside. I'm mad as hell. They all trying to figure out who started this garbage, and everybody mad at each other. So then my beeper go off, and there's a 212 number. I answer it and say, who this? She says, Madonna. I said, oh, what's up? She said, what you doing? I said, I ain't doing nothing now.
Right.
So she's like about 6-7 blocks away from me. So I drove down to her crib, and she had a loft. I went up in the loft, came in the elevator. When I got up the elevator, she opened the door. She got see-through negligee on. And
I never wanted to set it off from the top. You wanted to set it off.
Yeah,
All right, so then eventually, you traveled with her. You did a couple of...
I used to go back and forth to South Beach, and she introduced me to the private jets, and then my crew fell in love with that, so we started taking private jets everywhere, and, killing our pockets, but, so we was going to Vegas and Soul Train Awards, and, we did it, that's our thing, we like to go and enjoy ourselves, so we go everywhere, and, so I'm going back and forth to Miami like crazy, but you know what,
you had the relationship, and that was causing you problems, exactly.
She, my girl was a pretty good. I lost her over the whole thing, but she found out about the Madonna incident, so hell broke.
Yeah, Wendy Williams, everybody was talking about it. That was like something on the street.
Wendy used to host some of my parties, so Wendy, I know Wendy for a long time. I give her a shout out and give her congratulations on her success. And I knew she had it in her because she's very voiceless. So I'm glad that she's doing good. I know everybody, so all them people that stepped their game up, that went from even the DJs, a lot of them stepped their game up, and I'm proud of them. Flex, Capri, so I'm not the type of dude that I don't hate on nobody. I want all the brothers and sisters to be successful. So when they all of them became successful, I was happy with that.
My thing that kind of questioned me, like the women, when you met the informant, so to speak. You want to say her name? I don't want to give away too much. Yeah, Arlene Britton. Okay. When you met her, did you ever suspect anything? Like, I know you said you had kind of like a good judge of character. Like, you said she's an older woman. Old lady.
She tricked me because, she was a friend of Madonna. Madonna was trying to get her. She was trying to get Madonna to do the
like her life story or something.
No,
right?
life story called Mob Girl. Because she had Mob Girl, but she said a whole bunch of Italian stuff. So I guess they stopped that because the movie never transpired. But she was in the kitchen, real stressed out, and I came in there. It was a setup, so I came in there. She was crying.
Wow.
And you're the first one to ask me about all this, so you're the first
I really read the book.
You're the first one in the interview that I'm explaining this whole situation to. The other interviews never asked you this part.
Yeah.
I come in the kitchen, she's crying. So she's an older lady at the time. I guess she was like 60-something years old. She probably might be dead now. I don't know. I ain't gonna hope it, but I ain't gonna be mad if she is.
Right, I know you.
But anyway, so I asked her what's wrong. She told me she owed money. She owed money to a mob, and I said, why don't you get it from Madonna? Madonna don't mess with nobody. Ain't gonna help me because it's a drug thing. So I said, well, how much do you owe? And she said, I owe $250,000. So I said, she told me she was gonna kill her daughter and stuff like that. So I said, well, listen, I'm gonna help you a little bit, but I ain't gonna give you the whole $250,000. So I gave him $50,000. I said maybe that hold him off a minute so you can get something going on because they trying to work the movie deal with her Madonna. So what happened, right? That was that. So, but later on, she contacted me. Yo, I got somebody that can sell you drugs cheap and boom, 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 and bring them to you from Florida. So I was like, what? I said, I didn't need that at the time. I had to connect.
Oh yeah, you was good then.
So, but when the drought came and my people failed me, that's when I ended up having to go see them. And I was going to lay back anyway, but everybody all my team was like, yo, we ain't got nothing on the street. We need some, you know, they
And your
kept crying.
supply was coming in
So I was
late.
mad at them. I
Yeah.
when they killed them at one time because I was mad because they the ones that got me the way I went and made this move. But anyway, when I made the move, that's when I got set up.
Drug case? People get less time off of child molesting, it's crazy, and manslaughter than they do for a drug case. I know friends that got life, and give a shout out to them, who hard and can do, they got life for drug cases.
Wow.
Never coming home for a drug case.
And you never even thought that you were going to get that
I
many
never
years,
thought,
right?
I knew I was going back to jail, but I never thought I was going to
Not that many years, you know.
And I hurt my mom, because, and my children.
And you were very close to him.
And I love her.
Very close.
That's my heart.
Took her to the party, you know what I mean? He was very
If
close
she don't come
to
to
the
if I don't let her come to the party, she's out like a little baby.
Yeah, she would have a fit.
So every party, love her. So, and then, me and my kids growing up, Randy, but my kids were it's special. And I'm just doing it for them now. And I can't have a relationship with father and son and daughter with them no more. I have a relationship with being their best friend. So they can confide me in anything.
That's good. I mean, that's
I just told me if you get caught, don't tell. Whatever you do, I can't tell you not to do.
Yeah,
If you get
that's
caught,
the main thing.
that's my main thing. If you tell, then I disassociate. And I don't care who it is. So I try to stay away, and I'm not, even put names of people that I know that's out here to tell that. People so clever. I don't care. That's all. You got to do your homework with people around me. But I don't want them around me. I won't have them around me.
So right now you got the screenplays, you have the book out. Now, what do you, have you sent the screenplays out that you've written? Like, what's on the table with that?
On the top, Marty Berger, we had a meeting with him to direct the Scarface, the original Scarface. So he's helping us out. Brett Fidel, that put a lot of people on, he does a lot of things with puppy and all that. He's helping us out. And me and Kyle Dawson, that's my partner. We do a lot of things together. For Murder Inc., I'd like to give a shout out to him.
Yes, big shout out to
Because he does a lot for me. And he also, he got 12 Grammys. He always like to make sure I remember that.
Yeah, let's let you know.
I'm for working. I'm along. And he did a lot for Murder Inc.
Right, he did.
He put a raw deal, but he's back and between me and him. We hungry, so
right.
And I got
a raw deal. Bitch had $2 we were at.
so we doing our thing to get that right. And my cousin Terry, give a shout out to him. My man Rain and stuff like my whole bed. And it's so many people that I could bless. The guys that came home like Ice, that's a good story. The boy George story, great. He's home now. My man Craig that looks out for me, Little Bob, Mackenzie, Ali Bob, all these brothers. These are all good dudes that come home. So we coming home and we're gonna be strong again. And see, the 10%, like I tell everybody, is stronger than the 90% of the telling people. And you know why?
Because the integrity, the strength.
That's not why. Because the 90% of the snitches can't stick together.
Oh, yeah,
they can't trust each other.
Yeah.
So they might have 3%, but we got a strong 10%. And we stand up, do and we stick together, and if anything jump off, we with each other. We think it's fun.
I like that.
So we the 10%, and it's not a gang. It's just brothers that didn't tell.
That's right.
And that's who I work with. So anybody that didn't tell, they can come at me and get something done. Like me and Kyle Dawson, any artist need a record deal, something like that, come see it.
Okay.
We try to do everything for everybody. We're not trying to take no money, Bob. We trying to make money for you because that's how we want to do it. So everybody is
So you're getting back into music yourself?
well, between my son and Kyle, they probably gonna be partners.
No, he's getting into it.
Kyle's trying to force me to.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be into it. I think you're gonna be doing something.
I'm doing movies and my thing is movies and the clothing line.
Okay.
But we're all gonna be affiliated with each other. But Kyle's gonna run the music thing, it's for real. I ain't gonna keep it real.
Okay.
I gotta keep it real. My cousin just walked in Terry, so he's my partner too, and he worked from the beginning to help me down. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that told you edited it and did everything.
Great.
And helped me down for the 21 years I was in custody.
Wow.
So I sent a special shout out to him. And
Okay, so we got the party to look forward to, we got the clothing line to look forward to. Make sure you get the book. Where can they get the book?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere. Google, Amazon.
Family Got You, Amazon, there's so many places. Tell me, what's the other places? Yell them out to me for the book.
Harlem Masters.
Harlem Masters right here. Just Google the name. Make sure you put the Peter Shue story, the life of the party, and it'll come up all the links, because that's how I got it.
You see the welcome home party you missed? Fantastic. I know. Shout out to Ken Woodley, Sugar Daddy, that he was a DJ for Bentley's way back.
I remember Sugar Daddy.
Bentley's was the best club.
I used to be in Bentley's.
So
I might have been there when you was there, but I might have been like 12 or something. I used to sneak in there.
You 12
Right.
So he did a hell of a job on the party, and I could commend him for that. And I picked like 4 of the 5 top
people to work with.
People promoted, and I'm gonna let them be a part of this birthday party my last award. So it's like we all.
Your team want to see you win. They want to make sure that you.
If I can't do it this way, I will give me a 9 to 5.
Okay.
Because my captain, which is not here today, he works.
Oh, that?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get him out of that. We're
going to do some legal stuff though. That's cool.
Shout out to him too, because he stuck by me through thick and thin.
Okay.
He definitely brought material.
Okay.
So
you got your particular people that you know that you want to come back and get, and you're going to start you're going to rise again. You're going to do everything for another level. That's right.
I'd like to give a shout out to Chad.
Okay.
That introduction, great man. Big D, my brother, godfather, my son.
Okay.
My man Mikey. All of them are great men, and Johnny Fresh and all. They all great men, and Benny and I could go through the whole line. Billy Sims, all of them. We all had good time together. So, anytime I see somebody because I didn't see Tito in a while, all the good times we had back in the day, and I laughed, and it was fun. So that's why they inspired about going to jail. Yeah. I didn't have my fun, so when guys were whining about their time or whatever, I was too busy wow, I had a good time out there. My team is still out there.
You had a good time. That's all I can say.
So, and the good times, there's more good times coming.
Right.
Now,
you're not done.
Me?
Coco. Yeah,
Coco on the house.
That's right.
I'm here.
That's right. I'm the new face now, y'all. And I just want to thank you for joining me, sharing your story, because it's definitely interesting. Make sure you check out this book, Make sure you follow Peter Shue. We got a lot of stuff going on legally.
As a matter of fact, now that me and you here, Coco's gonna be one of the hosts of the birthday party.
Ooh,
right? So we just signed up for that. So
see?
Make sure we put that down.
Love it. Thank you so much, Peter Shue. All right, y'all. We'll be right back. Street Life. Just give me the mic, and we'll be right back.
The life of the party, but also we talked about some of the downfall, having that type of life and having the right people around you is very important. And from Peter Shue, that you have people around you that stick to the code of being loyal and that have integrity and do not snitch and not be a rat. But overall, I think the book is a great read. I think you get to see how a lot of children today get caught up in certain lifestyles, and you may have a good run, but at a certain point everybody has to pay a price for what they do. He went through a long line of having a great, I guess you could say, street run where he got to glamorize and glorify his life. Then he also had to be very careful of the people who he had around him. And then at some point, just when he was ready to get out the game, he ended up, making a decision that cost him 21 years in prison. Things catch up to you. So you just have to think about that. You have to be wise about your decisions and read the book. Now he's out after 21 years and he's going legal. Got the clothing line coming out. He got the book. He told you he got a couple of deals on the table. So, support and, spread the word. Street Life Entertainment, Coco, just give me the mic. I hope y'all enjoyed the show.